I'm a few minutes late today because, well, I was looking for something I was sure I had right beside me, and I can't find it. So, obviously not right beside me after all, but that's the way it goes. Now, I have this lovely piece from Randy's, one of Randy's inspiration bundles. It's got rutile quartz at the bottom, and then we have some unakite, I think that's how you pronounce it, up at the top. And so I've got my Woodland Whimsy Bargain Bead Box out because it has quite a bit of unakite in it, and I figured I'd put it to use. So I think the other thing in here may be another kind of jasper, but I'm not positive, and I'm not going to worry about it too much. But anyway, we could turn down, I guess, and get started. I was looking for some quartz beads I had, and they also came from Randy, and I think even from this same bunch of pieces, but I can't find those. But I do have some beautiful faceted quartz that I got from one of our stores down in Missoula. They're a bit spendy, so I'm not going to put a lot of them in there, but they are definitely really pretty. But I had hoped to find my quartz beads from... It's funny, I had them just a couple days ago, and I don't know where I stuck them at when I put them away. I hate that when I do that. So, hi Laverl. Hi Becky. Now, I think we're going to make a necklace, and we're going to use some this is red jasper. I think it'll go in well with the unakite. So we'll use that for our stringing material. I'm usually a little bit better prepared than I am today. I slept really good last night, probably because I didn't sleep worth crud the night before, so I woke up a little late. Sorry about that. Oh, and I don't have my earrings on. I usually put my earrings on when I get dressed, but I was going to wear the earrings I made yesterday. Speaking of the earrings I made yesterday, some folks told me that I was off screen quite a few times, and I want to apologize for that. That's one of the biggest things that most of us who record, when we're making something, pull it close to us and without thinking about it, and then of course we're off screen. So I'll apologize for doing that. I might use some copper to go with this. How that would look. I think they had gold in the kit that the unakite were in, but I have a whole bunch of little copper ball spacers that I think might look interesting in this. So maybe we'll use those as well. So let's turn down and we'll see what we can come up with here. Like I say, I don't have exactly what I was wanting, but we can make it work. So let's turn down. Come on, turn. There we go. Come up just a hair's breadth, not too much. No, I said a hair's breadth. That should be good. So we've got my red jasper soft flex. We've got a few of these. I got a ton more, so that's not a big deal. Like I said, there's our faceted quartz crystals. And we have, now see, this one's autumn jasper, though that one is Yunkite. And these are from the Woodland Whimsy. Then this is the piece, like I said, from Randy's kit that I decided to use. I haven't done so yet, so that's going to be our focal, of course. It's got a pretty good size hole. I wonder if I want to, these are not going to go in, but these may go right through that hole. I don't know, we'll see. But I have probably put some of these crystals in. They're a smaller size, so we got something small to go with some of the other stuff. I don't think, no, those won't go into there. I'm just going to put a little bit of tubing there. The tubing is a little bit smaller than the hole, but all these beads are bigger than the hole, so it'll still protect and keep it from rolling through there too much. So about right here is where we want to cut it. For those of you who are wondering, I got this bit at Softflex, but you can get a whole big roll of it from Hobby Lobby for a pretty decent price. So that'll go through there, and as you can see, it's not nearly big enough to fill the hole, but it will protect it somewhat. So there's that. And then we have to decide where we want to go from there. I'm not going to use very many of these. They are quite expensive, but oh, they're pretty. Hey, Coral. Let's see what we got going on today. I spent my yesterday just after I did the live with the earrings. I did fix that one that had I broke the wire on, and so well, if we have 3, we gotta have 4 because we're gonna have 2 on either side then. I'm thinking that we will start this off Ooh, look at that one. It's almost, I like that. But it really doesn't fit with the others, so it's not going to be put in this. I'll go to the side here. I don't think there's any more like that in the bag. There's not. We have some of these. There's another one with the clearness in it, or well, the whites. That's pretty. I like those. But again, this is the only one. We're going to set it aside. So we have these. Open up, baby. There we go. Uh-oh, dropped something. There's what I was looking for. I've got some daisy spacers as well. Ooh, don't drop that. That's my Shiva lingams. So we're gonna I'm probably just gonna dump these out because dimes to dollars will use 3/4 of them anyway. If not all of them. So there we go. Still would like to know what I did with those quartz, but I don't remember. But I'll find them later because I won't want them later, but that's all right. It's the way it works. So we get some more of these out. So I think that maybe we'll just start with the little copper ball on either side. I hope I have enough to do this because I'm thinking I'm going to do a multiple daisy spacer. So let's get some line out. Per usual, I'm just going to work right off the spool because I'm not sure how long I'm going to want to make this necklace. And we'll just put a bead stopper on this one side. Well, if I can get one out of here, got stuff on top of it. Yeah, Cindy, I'm making a necklace. Oh, yeah, it was a bead down. I spent yesterday taking my Christmas decorations down, which for the last few years hasn't happened very early. Hey, Deborah. Because I've been sick on the holidays. I mean, so I was joking with my husband that we usually have a December hospital visit. Last year it was me, but usually it's him. Okay, this is where our little rubber stopper piece is in here. Come on down there, little guy. And into the pendant. Go. This afternoon I have to go get injections in my knees. Not really looking forward to that, but that's the way it goes. Okay, here's how we've got it started. I wish I had some, but I don't. So I've had them a couple of times, PK. It helps my arthritis quite a bit, but yeah, not fun to have done in the first place. So let me do this a little different. My beading wire just wanted to grab some bottles. Hi, Annalise. I got this from Randy Brown from Thunderhorse Descendant. She got them for one of her inspiration bundles, and this is the one from my inspiration bundle because, well, they're gorgeous, but I really hadn't decided how I wanted to use it. And so there it is. I got another one when she had her vault sale, which has some really cool fossilized coral down here on the bottom. But so, and I don't know where she got them from, so you'll have to inquire of Rand. So I think I have to get some more of these ball spacers out. I think I have enough to. Oh yeah, I have quite a few more. No, it's not any fun, Cynthia. I have. That's entirely possible, PK. And it seemed to me she said she had to order them, and they took a while to get here, but I'm not positive. So But yeah, it helps my arthritis quite a bit. I haven't had any of the injections for a few years. I had one like less than a month before I caught COVID, and the COVID destroyed the effects of the injections. I frequently say I think COVID likes to find whatever weakness your body has and then pinpoint onto it. And it sure did with my knees. But that one's damaged. See that? Broken bead. So we'll put that aside. Now, if I was using bead caps, I would still use this because if I had a bead cap big enough, it would just cover that damage up. But I'm not using bead caps. So definitely going to have to get some more of the little copper balls out. I'm liking it. No, Bonnie, I'm not done with the side effects, unfortunately, because I got the bad stuff before it started mutating to a more mild one, and so I have what they call long haulers. I get tired pretty easily, and when I do, I get the shakes in my hands, and which makes it sort of hard to work some days, but that's the way it goes. And though I do appear to have stopped losing my hair. I was losing my hair for a while, but you know, have the sniffles all the time, have a chronic cough anymore, things like that. Okay, I think that's this pattern here in the middle. I like it so far. Oh, that's an interesting way to do it, Deborah. Oh, not fun, Cindy. Oh, yeah, the exhaustion is very real. PK, I had COVID before we had the injections. And so I already had all these side effects by the time we could have the injections. And I only got the original ones. I haven't ever bothered with the boosters. Because I have decided that COVID is sort of like the flu. It's going to stick around. It's not going anywhere. And it's going to have new injections every year if you want to go with the variants. And I'm like, I don't get the flu shot, so I'm not going to bother with the COVID shot either. Mainly because the shots themselves sort of make me sick, so it's like I'm just encouraging myself to be sick, and I don't feel like it. So here we are, so right here again. Let's see how long this is. Oh, we're already at 9 inches, so it would be 18. I'm going to make maybe another inch here, but I'm not going to put one of these big guys on over here, mainly because they are pretty expensive. And now we're going, if I'm only going to make this to be like 20 inches. I'm only going to add another inch or two. So we're at the back of our neck. So, and there went my crochet needle. I'm doing real good today. Let's throw everything on the floor. So, the latest rounds of the COVID, I don't know about this year's round, but the two that have come since the original have seemed to be much milder than the original was. So thankfully, I haven't ever caught it again. I've got friends who've had it 3 times, 4 times, but they've always had the milder kind, thankfully. Any beading resolutions? Keeping it up. So I've got to decide if I'm just going to go with these little guys now to continue to make my, I think I'll just put one of these on the other side and then another one of these. So we're just going to now let's see how long we've got it. Oh, it's now going to be 22. I think that's plenty long enough. So let's crimp this, put a bead stopper on this other side over here, and we will roll it down here. Come on, the little piece of rubber too. Everything goes. And then we'll cut our line. Nope, everybody down here. Oh, yeah. I guess my boxes of shame would be my old Bargain Bead Box kits. I have a box, one of those ones that has all the secondary boxes in it, that I have got all my old Soft Flex kits and all my Bargain Bead Box kits that I haven't finished in them. And some of them haven't ever even been touched. Some of them have just had a few things taken out of them. So it's like, I need to. And I showed you the box the other day with my Bargain Bead Box pieces in it. So The only thing that's changed is, hey, I'm working on them right now with this one. So now we've got to do this one right here. Oop. With my big, beautiful faceted clear quartz beads. These are so pretty. Dropped a few of these anyway. I didn't need this one. Big guy. There. Good for you, Anita. I'm glad to hear somebody has something like that done. I have boxes and boxes of beads everywhere because, let's face it, and then I have boxes and boxes of the beads from Randy, and I just, I should put them away as soon as they come, but I don't, and then they sit here, and I go, oh, well, I should put those away, and then I don't. So I have a whole bunch of them everywhere. I keep telling myself, well, it's when winter comes, I'll take care of them. Well, winter's here and I'm not taking care of them. The most I do to take care of them is to see what I need. So you're way ahead of me. uh, yeah, mine are like that too, sort of. I haven't done much of anything with some of them. But those boxes like Randy uses to put her projects in, that's my projects are in them. They're just nothing done with them. No decisions on what I'm doing. They're just stuck in there. So one of these days, I will get my beads hopefully sorted out and in boxes and but that day is not today. Actually, I think after I'm done with this, I might work on my design book and get some of my pictures printed out and put in my design book. I think that's all of the crystal ones we'll need. Okay, almost done. Okay, let's do a look-see, make sure we've got everything where it should be. Looking good. So put this on here. We're going to measure it, see how we're doing here. I don't think it's going to be, well, it will be 22 once we get all of the clasps and everything on. So there we go. This wire's out of here. My workspace is in half of my dining room, Anita, so mine is way out of hand. My dining room table is just about not usable because I've got beads and stuff all over it. So put these guys away. Come here, you. Since we're not going to use them anymore. Well, you know, we haven't used that much time up. We may end up making some earrings or something to match this. We'll have to decide. But in the meantime, I think these will just sit here. I'll just push them to the back here so they're not in my way and I don't knock them all over the floor. So I rather like that. I hadn't done anything with this pendant piece because I hadn't decided how I wanted it. Am I keeping this for myself? Oh, I don't know. It did turn out nice, but probably not. I like the one with the fossilized coral better on the bottom, so when I make that one, I might keep it. So understood, Cindy. Oh, I'm glad you like the copper. Ugh. My knees just have arthritis in them, and they won't do a knee replacement on me because I have diabetes and I'm overweight. So my doctor is afraid with that combo that I would end up getting an infection, and if I got an infection, I'd lose my leg. So they have decided not to do that for me. But it is what it is. I'm glad I gave you an idea. Yeah, I really love these quartz. They are so pretty. Of course, they're a little spendy, but hey, that's what happens when you go for some high-end stuff. See, these I got from a store down in Missoula, which I go to at least a couple of days. Though this says 8mm, these are not 8mm. They're 10 or 12. But there's no way those are 8. I was going to say, where's Mary today? But she told us yesterday that thought she was going to go out to lunch, if I recall right. So that's probably where she's at. So we need to find a ending piece for this. And you know what? I think it's going to get a magnetic clasp. And you may ask me why. And the biggest reason is because I don't think I have a lobster claw in copper. and I don't want to use something way out of line with it. And I'm going to make a mess here because I've got to get to my magnets and they're behind other stuff. So when things start falling, don't be surprised. No, it's not too heavy for a magnet clasp, and I'll tell you why. I'm going to use one of the super magnet clasps, which are extremely strong, even if they are tiny. And I'm going to use one of the bigger ones rather than, see, I got tiny and big. They're spendy, but they're worth it. These are super strong. And because they're as strong as they are, see, this is my lobster claws, and I don't have copper. Copper is not the easiest thing to get to pieces for. I use them often, but they'll work good with this. May have to have her get me some big ones when she's back, which hopefully will be. I haven't talked to her, so I'm not sure if she's coming back when she had it scheduled or not. Yes, they're from Randy. So these are the ones that are, you're not going to get off easily. See, even just pushing them side to side, which is what I tell everybody when they're taking these off. It still wants to go back to its buddy. There we go. But you can hold these like an inch or so apart and they'll get back to the other side. But because I am going to use a magnet, I think I'm going to double crimp. Let's see if I have my copper ones right here. Oh, come on. Where'd you put your copper crimps? Gold, copper in here still. So we will get this bottle out. I actually know I have another bottle somewhere, but I'm not in the mood to search, so we'll just take this out of here. This is out because I got one of the silver ones out. So we'll get 2 crimps. Now, copper crimps tend to be a little bit smaller diameter in the interior than the gold or silver, and that is because since the copper is a softer metal, they make them be a little bit more thick. So we're going to, and I didn't check to see if we could go twice through this. I think we can from the feel of it, though. Yeah, no problem whatsoever. It goes twice through the little autumn jaspers. So we will put on a crimp. Not both of you yet. Got to have your buddy in here. And a jasper. Then a crimp. And then we'll go back through all of this. We're going to move it up till it gets to about where you want it. Oh, I'm sorry that your TV is freezing, Cindy. Thank you, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our magical crimpers out. got 2 crimps here. Now, this is the first side. You can't do this with the second side, obviously. So we're going to get our crimp in here, and we're going to crimp. And we'll get between these two. Crimp here. Now you're going to have a little gap here because your crimper isn't going to let you get in as close. But that's not too bad. See? Now we'll roll these guys around. Now the tube doesn't want to roll like the others, so we have to make it come around. But that protects our cord as well as doesn't let things slide into our pendant. So here's where it says we should be done at. I'm going to crimp this, and then we will push it down to make sure everything's good. If you don't, you maybe end up having to find a crimp cover. Nope, we're good here. So now we do exactly the same thing over here. Crimp one of our autumn jaspers. Crimp. Now when we go back through, we have to be more careful. We can't just let it hang out wherever it wants to hang out. Come on, go into there we go. It's going to come out over here. Now, if you wanted to put the jump ring on already, you could have put it on here, and that would actually keep it from, it would make it easier to pull it through, but this pulled through really easily. So this time what we're going to do, and that loop is about the same, is we're going to go to the middle one because it is in the middle and it needs to go first. And I got it off center when I did that. So we have to see if we can't get it back in center. It's better. I just realized Rory hasn't sang to us this morning. I'm really surprised at that. He didn't sing yesterday either, did he? Gotta wonder what's going on with that boy. So now we get our second one, get it in the middle of our crimp. It's not in the middle. Come on, baby. Now we'll cut our excess wire off here. Now, most of these beads have big enough holes that the wire will sink down over by it, so it's not a problem for if your wire gets cut a little teeny bit longer than you want it. So now the next step is to put our magnet on. Now, because I'm using a thicker jump ring, 2 jump rings will not go through this. Bye, PK. Have a nice day. I don't think I've met them, Laverl, though I might have. These came from the Crystal Limit, and if you ask them if they live in Missoula or go to around there, they probably have heard of the Crystal Limit. Crystal Limit now has 2 stores, and I go there a lot because I get not only some of my pretty beads there if I feel like doing that. I also get a lot of my pieces that I make my hair barrettes from, and my chain. Some of my chain came from there. So now we just need to put on our magnet, and this necklace is finished. So open up this ring, and it seems to be a little open more than they normally are, so I will probably have to work it closed. Yeah, see, it's got a gap there. Can you see the gap? Oh, there, I just showed up real good for a minute. So I can put my fingernail almost in it. So when you get a gap like that, take your pliers and just wiggle it back and forth with a slight forward motion until you can hear them scrape. And they just did. So this one's now closed. So now we have to get our other one. You want to know how strong these magnets are? Watch this. It's pulling it's grabbed the wire, which is coated wire, and it still will grab it. So on with this side now. And this has the same thing, so we're going to have to wiggle it till I feel it scrunch. It just got there. And we're done. Let go of my pliers. So there's our necklace all finished. And she ends up being, get our magnet right here at the top. And it's going to be a little over 22. Not quite 23 because it's not down to the half mark. It's only quarter. So about 22 and a half is its finished length. And I think it turned out really pretty. Oh, hi, Randy. Thanks, Becky. So anyway, there is our finished necklace. Hey, Randy, people were asking where I got the pendant, and I told them, of course, it was from one of our inspiration bundles. Do you remember where you got them? So if they want to order some, or maybe you could order some more for us, and you could sell them in one of the live sales again. The super magnets I got from Randy. She sells them. I think she gets them in Taylor's Falls. So if you don't, she doesn't have any on Thunderhorse Descendant right now. Oh, God, that's strong. You could probably give her one of her special messages and ask her to get some for you. I'm going to have to ask her to get me some of the bigger copper ones because I only have one left. So there is our necklace all done. And we only have a few minutes left, so I don't... Oh, you ordered the super magnets on eBay? Huh, I always thought you got them from Taylor's Falls. Because mine has a sticker on it, but maybe not. So I'm going to put these away. We're not going to have time to make any earrings today. Maybe we'll make some tomorrow, as I haven't got anything planned for tomorrow either. But there is our necklace all finished. And I think this went really good with the autumn jasper and the unakite from the Woodland Whimsy Bargain Bead Box because of this. The quartz went well also, though I would have preferred rutilated quartz, but it didn't have any. So, you know, you work with what you got. If you decide to do that, Randy, let me know, and I can still take over the morning lives. I was planning on just going to my Tuesday lives. After you came back, but anyway, if you can get, I don't know if you can get any more of these pendants like this, though. I know they're all different. This one is just got these stones, and they all have different stones, because I believe you said they were all handmade in India. But the folks were asking me where I got it and if I could get more, and I told them I got it from you, and I don't know if you could get more. I know you sold quite a few on the vault sale, because I bought another one, but that one has fossilized coral at the bottom, and I can't remember what the top piece was, but very, very beautiful piece. So anyway, there is our necklace all finished. Like I say, we may make some earrings and bracelet tomorrow to match this, because I definitely have quartz left, and I still have some of these, so we definitely have the stones and things, so we can make those. So that may be what we do tomorrow. We're right at 1 hour now. Of course, I came on a few minutes late because I was looking for something I couldn't find, but I also have these big stars that I got for Randy, and I've been debating if I want to make these into some earrings. I think they'd be some cool earrings, so they're sitting beside me. Also, the pieces from the Christmas bundle, I painted these, and they're sitting beside me. So there is that's all painted. I haven't decided how I'm going to do this. I've been thinking either a little bead strand going up from here to either an ear wire or a post, or just some chain, but I don't know. We'll see what I decide to do with that. But anyway, tomorrow I think that we will keep these things close by, and we will make a bracelet and earrings to match it like we did with our winter bracelet. And I think that will be fun. And Rory didn't sing to us this morning. Hope he's not feeling bad. Let's see, just a second. He's usually asleep right close by me. He's not there. Weird. Maybe he's down in the bedroom. But yeah, I think that's what we'll do tomorrow. Price is right, huh? Look, Randy, I used the C rings. It's the first time I've used those, so but they look like they'll hold pretty strong, so. Aren't they pretty? But I think it turned out pretty good. So anyway, tomorrow, bracelet and earrings. We'll see you later. The weather's nasty there. We've been really foggy, but not really, which is, and of course, causing some hoarfrost, which is interesting. So everybody have a good day. I probably won't, since I have to have needles jabbed into me this afternoon, but hey, other than that, it'll probably be good and it should help. So, but I think this turned out really lovely. I'm glad that I remembered that I had these jaspers in my bargain bead box, and I think they turned out really nice. This one almost looks like a Z, or Z, however you pronounce that, agate, because it's got, look at this circle on it, and that's natural. So that's funny, but it almost looks like an eye. But so we will see everyone tomorrow, and we're going to sign off now. Well, let's turn up first. So there is how it hangs. So I think that turned out really pretty. So we'll see everybody tomorrow, and I hope you all have a lovely afternoon. This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden. We've been filling in for Randy of Thunderhorse Descendant on her, while she's on vacation on her time slot. And we will see everybody tomorrow. Bye-bye.